Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. 11-year-old boy gets shot by a police officer. They shot him in the chest. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he had a collapse, his lung collapse, if I'm not mistaken. 11 years old, y'all. He survived. Thank God. All praises to the Most High. You know, that he was able to, you know, quote unquote, walk away from this. You know, but this is so sad, man, because these are supposed to be the people in our community that's saving us, keeping us safe, doing ABC 1, 2, 3, and the fact that this officer shot this boy, thinking he was the man that they was looking for, a grown ass man, right? It makes me question a lot of their trainings. It makes me extremely uncomfortable for not only just myself, but for my future kids. Whenever I do decide to have kids, it's scary because these are the things that could possibly happen to you and or a loved one. You know, I've gone so far as to say the things that happened to me growing up in the hood, being around police officers. I've told you I've been assaulted by police before, right? Physically assaulted by police. I think it was the 7th or 8th grade. I've said that video, you know, I talked about that video before. I'm not gonna talk about it again, but these things happen. And I always have that fear in the back of my mind, like, yo, listen, it could possibly happen again. You know, the next time this happened, it might be the last time it happens, right? Because I am the one that's unarmed, and they are the one that's armed to the teeth. And what do they do in most cases? The first thing they pull is going to be that gun. I'm sitting here at the damn bus stop. I'm sitting here at Walmart. I'm sitting in my own goddamn house eating a bowl of ice cream, and I can have a damn police officer barge into my spot and take my life away. I am so thankful that this 11-year-old boy was able to survive. Let's get into this, y'all.
Good morning, DeMarco.
Good morning to you. It's a good thing that he's alive to even talk about it. The boy wanted to tell me his side of the story, saying at one point he thought he was going to die, but he credits his faith this morning and his mom for saving his life.
Did you think you were dying at the time?
Actually, though, I was about to lose my life.
This morning, 11-year-old Adierrien Murry speaking exclusively to ABC News for the first time since being shot in the chest by a Mississippi police officer.
I never thought anything was like this would happen. It's scary. It's emotional to even think about how I could have lost my son because I was trying to get help. I just want to help. Like,
Adierrien says an argument between Nikayla and her ex-boyfriend woke him, and he called to 911 after his mom instructed him to. Here's what he says happened when police arrived.
I came out doing this. When Greg shot me, I did this to my chest. It felt like a taser, like a big punch to the chest. That's what it feel like getting shot.
And do you remember where your mom was at that time? Did you collapse? Did you fall down?
She was outside. And then I ran to my mom. And then so I was bleeding from my mouth. And then I would just remember singing a song.
And what song were you singing?
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Adierrien was rushed to the hospital where doctors discovered the bullet collapsed his lung and cut his liver.
And do you think there's a slight chance that he may have mistaken?
no. No. He was too close. There's no way you could have mistaken him for a 6'2" man.
The family's lawyer says it's a clear example of excessive force.
With living in the South of Mississippi especially, sometimes you feel that you can trust the police a little more when they're your own color, your own race. But now this young boy would never trust law enforcement again. Black, white, yellow, or red.
You know, and I let it play out that long for a reason, y'all. This is sad. I'm fighting back tears right now, honestly. So there was an altercation between the mother and her boyfriend. Going back and forth, she told the little boy to call the police. The boy called the police. Police shows up. She tells the police, I'm sorry, when he called on the police, he described her, hey, listen, it's a big guy, grown-ass man, 6'2". This boy don't look 6'2" to me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, this is not me looking at him in real life, but he don't look nowhere near 6'2" to me. So he came out with his hands up. Police officer shot him in the chest. Amazingly, he was able to run outside, you know, to his mother. Amazingly, he was still alive enough to start singing gospel songs, because what did he say at the beginning? He's like, yo, I thought I was about to die. I thought that was it. And I say this all the time, like, yo, these cops need more training. They need to raise the education. They need to raise the training. You can be a cop in 6 months, y'all. 6 months, 4 months training, really. If I was to go to barber school right now, barber school is going to have me sitting in their goddamn seat for about a year and some change. If I was to do an AA in a basic ass degree, as far as a non-degree seeking or maybe liberal arts or something like that, I will be having to sit in this chair for 2 years. You get to sit in the chair for 6 months and then that's it? You're given a gun and a badge? No, that's not good enough. We've seen this happen far too often. It is not good enough. You should, I'm telling y'all right now, the trainings need to go up, number one. There needs to be more extensive support or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what more needs to be done, but I'm telling y'all right now, what they've been doing previously clearly isn't working. I have friends, I have family members that's been cops for 20 plus years. They, the black, white, Hispanic, whatever. They themselves tell me, yo, Dev, listen, bro, I done seen so much nonsense in my department. I done seen this happen. I done seen that happen and they don't get fired. I've seen dudes force women to do sexual acts so they can get out of tickets. I've seen dudes do da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And my immediate question is, well, have you reported them? Nah, bro, you know what happened if I say something? They coming after me and my family if I say something. All this corruption, all these tyrants running around with hiding behind their blue badges. And I'm supposed to feel comfortable when the cops pull up behind me because I failed to use my turn signal? Oh, but Dev, stop breaking the law. Stop breaking the law, man. Bro, all I did was not stop at a stop sign. All I did was come out with my damn hands up. All I did was sit on my couch eating a goddamn bowl of ice cream. All I did was have my car break down on the side of the goddamn highway. It stalled on me. All I did was sell some goddamn loose cigarettes. Is all of that grounds for me losing my life? I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. I'm always open to the possibility that I myself am wrong. But none of that is grounds for me losing my life. None of that is grounds for me getting shot. All because of his wrongdoing, the police officer's wrongdoing. Let's keep going.
Now the family wants the officer fired.
I feel like he should be terminated. I don't hate him. I'm not.
Terminated. He needs to be terminated and charged.
I'm angry, but I'm not. I'm so much overfilled with joy at the fact that my son is alive that I don't have room for anger right now. I want justice to be served.
You wanted to be a police officer. Not anymore. Why?
Since I got shot. That's why I don't want to be a police officer no more.
But now you want to be a doctor. That's because they saved your life?
But not only them. As I said, it was God that saved my life. And I truly believe that.
That's a strong young man. ABC News has reached out to the Indianola Police Department, but they declined to comment. The Mississippi Bureau.
Of course they decline to comment. They always do.
of investigation is now investigating the case and tells us the results of the investigation will be shared with the Mississippi Attorney General's office. And I'll have much more on this exclusive interview coming up on GMA3. But again, he talked about how he always dreamt of becoming a cop, and now he doesn't want to be one.
And the fact that he was singing that song, "No Weapon Formed Against Me,"
Fred Hammond song,
in that moment, just gave me chills.
Strong little boy.
And as you said, DeMarco, you can see more of your interview later today on GMA3. Great job.
Thank you.
Good morning, DeMarco.
Good morning.
I mean, yeah, bro, it's so sad, so unfortunate. I am so happy that this little boy survived. So happy that this mother does not have to bury her child. Thank God. Thank God. Thank Allah, the Most High, whoever y'all pray to, Krishna, Virgin Mary, whoever it is y'all pray to, thank them. Because they are the ones that pull this boy up out of there, and the doctors too, obviously. But they are the ones that pulled this boy up out of there, because this boy could have been shot on sight. A couple more inches from his lung is his heart. Just a couple more inches. That would have been immediately, in most cases, fatal. He has to walk around with one lung for the rest of his life. Assuming he gets another artificial lung, or assuming he gets a donated lung. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Until next time, please, man, be safe for her, cuz.